Hey everyone, Dana here. Let me know down in the comments, starting off with a question. Let me know in the comments, did you have assigned seats in school? So assigned places that you had to sit in each day in class. From first grade till 12th grade, I had assigned seats in most of my classes. It was just kind of a standard thing. Sometimes, depending on the teacher, they might have let us pick our seats at the beginning of the school year, and that was very exciting. They let us pick our seats, and then they assigned those seats to us. Other times, the teacher might assign our seats by last name, or maybe they assigned them in whatever arrangement they thought would be the most conducive to a quiet classroom and a good learning experience, you know? So if someone was talking too much with the person sitting next to them, then the teacher might make that person go and switch seats with someone on the other side of the room. And sometimes teachers would reassign the seats halfway through the school year or every quarter. And that's what had just happened in my geography class on the day that this story begins. I was 12 years old, that's middle school in the US, I was in 7th grade, and the teacher had just assigned new seats to the whole class. And while I can't remember at all where I had been sitting before this reassignment happened, I can very, very vividly remember where I was sitting after, or rather, with whom. The desks in our class were arranged in pairs, so it wasn't just that I was sitting kind of next to this person, but rather I was paired up with them. So it felt like we had one big desk together rather than two separate desks for ourselves. And I must say, I wasn't exactly thrilled with my new seat. The person who I was now sitting next to was one of the more popular kids in school, and I was really not. Looking back on it, the teacher probably sat us next to each other because she figured that we wouldn't have anything to talk about, and she was right. Okay, so I didn't love my new seat, but whatever, it was a seat. So yeah, whatever. I took off my backpack, I got my folders and my stuff out for class, and I started arranging them on my desk when suddenly, before I could even introduce myself, say hello, offer up a smile, before any of those pleasantries could take place, totally abruptly and out of the blue without any prompt from my part, the person sitting next to me just turned toward me, looked me straight in the eyes, and said, "I don't like you," with such a calm, cold resoluteness. This wasn't a question. This wasn't up for debate. It was a fact. "I don't like you." Now, I had experience with being made fun of, with kids being mean to me, saying mean things to me, talking about me behind my back, spreading rumors about me, laughing at me. I knew that I wasn't one of the cool kids, and I was definitely not under the impression that everyone at school wanted to be my friend. And as I said, I was also not happy to be sitting next to this person either, but still, the way that they just looked me straight in the eyes and with so much conviction, so much just matter of fact, "I don't like you," you know? This was a shock. Before this, I didn't even know that they really knew who I was. And I'm not saying that this was worse than being made fun of. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying that this was something I had not experienced before, and I was totally shocked, and I had no idea what to say back. How do you respond to that? I didn't know. So I was just like, "Oh, okay." Yeah, that's how the conversation went. "I don't like you," and then my response was, "Oh, okay." And whether or not I ever exchanged another word with this person ever again, I honestly can't tell you, because that's the last memory that I have of them. I must have sat next to this person for at least several weeks, but I honestly cannot remember interacting with them ever again. I don't know if I did and I just forgot, or if we honestly didn't. I can't remember. But what I can remember is suddenly feeling very uncomfortable around this person. I didn't know why they didn't like me, and I also didn't know why they had to let me know that they didn't like me. Nobody had asked this person whether they liked me or not. They hadn't been put on the spot to give their opinion of me. They had just decided to let me know for, as far as I was concerned, no reason whatsoever. And now suddenly I felt very conscious of everything that I did around them. It was like, now that I knew for sure, without a doubt, that this person sitting next to me didn't like me, I felt like I didn't want to do anything to make them notice me any more than they had to. I didn't try to get them to like me, but suddenly I felt very uncomfortable about even existing there, being there in my seat. I didn't want to give them any reason to dislike me even more or to notice me and once again think about how they don't like me. I can't really explain it, but it was like finding out that they didn't like me made me feel bad for being around them. So I can remember sitting there trying not to be too much me. I didn't want to annoy them or attract their attention. I just wanted to be invisible to them. Yeah, I didn't want to be too much me. I think that's a good way to put it. Looking back on it now, I wish that I could give my 12-year-old self a hug. Oh my God, did she need a hug? I love you, 12-year-old me. I wish I could give myself a hug and tell myself, it's okay, 12-year-old me. It's okay if this person doesn't like you. That's honestly really okay. I know you're feeling weird knowing point blank that this person doesn't like you, and that's okay too. You can feel weird or however you're feeling right now, but just know you do not need to make yourself smaller to try to please them. You are allowed to continue being you even if they don't like you. You do not have to shrink your personality to try to please them. Be you. Continue being you in all of your you-ness. Of course, this isn't a free pass to be mean or purposefully hurt other people. Being kind is still important, but you don't need to shrink your personality to try to please others. Be you. It's okay if someone doesn't like you. It's really totally okay. And I think that's still a message that I could use hearing nowadays too. Putting videos on YouTube has been a journey for a lot of different reasons, including that very lesson. So my question for you is, what has been your experience with this kind of thing? And what is something that you wish that you could tell 12-year-old you? Please let me know in the comments below. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, you can give a like with the like button. You can also subscribe for more videos and ring the notification bell. You can also follow me over on my Instagram @WantedAdventure for more content. My Instagram stories are usually in German, also usually with little English subtitles. And also a really big thank you so very much to our patrons on Patreon who help make these videos possible. Thank you so very much for your support. Until next time, auf Wiedersehen. Oh, the camera's already rolling. Always check the microphone. Double check the microphone. Wow.